Now we cross over to Carrie, who is on standby to talk to Michael Stewart in Tobago.
Yes, correct, actually. And Michael Stewart is the founder of B-Men Group. B-Men is a male support group. And we're going to be speaking about how men can make better decisions and why they should make better decisions. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well. Welcome to the program and thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Now, in light of the recent domestic violence cases that we've learned of in the news, both of which resulted in a number of deaths, the question is, why are men making such decisions and how can men make better decisions? From your standpoint, how do you answer this question?
Well, I think that we need to help men to make more practical, logical decisions rather from an offhand, spontaneous, emotional position. And I think that sometimes we have not really allowed or taught the men or boys to be able to make decisions that can predict the future. Sometimes, somebody walks off a job and did not work out all the impact of making such a decision. So what we want to do is tell men that every decision you make is going to take your life down a particular direction. And there's a system that you could probably use, a simple system in order to be able to do that.
What you're saying here, and I think the underlining point is that people in general, but in this case, you'd be speaking to men specifically, that there are repercussions for actions, and these actions that are done would affect things down the road.
Yes, definitely.
Now,
so you might find that there is a gentleman who is with a woman. She's a nice woman, she's a good woman, she's the woman he likes, but he allows his anger and his dominance to take over. And she gets to a point that she tells herself, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. After she's gone, he regrets. Did not think ahead that if he frustrates that woman, there's a high chance that she's going to leave. So he did not look through it. So we want to tell men that decisions always get you into the situation that you are in most cases, in very most cases, your decisions got you there. Or the inability to make a decision that you should have made. You see? So when you look at the things that we are challenged in life, you have to tell yourself there's a high chance something you did gave you the life that you have. Or something that you should have done that you did not do gave you the life that you have.
So what would you think
so there are three things that we ask men to question themselves whenever they are looking at the whole aspect of making a decision. Three things. Number one, we ask men to ask themselves before they make a decision, could you make this particular decision? And most times the answer is yes. Because if you ask yourself, could I hit this fella who angered me? Could I hit this woman? The answer most likely is going to be yes, because you could. Then you ask yourself the second question, should I? Because if not everything that you could do, you should do.
You should do, correct.
You understand? And sometimes people think because I could beat this man, I should go ahead and beat him. But when you reflect on it, you ask yourself, what are the implications of probably being incarcerated, suspended from my job, etc.? Then you tell yourself, your moral compass is now going to tell you, I should not.
Definitely.
And then you ask yourself the third question. Once that second answer is no, I should not, then your third answer to this question should also be no. So is could I, should I, would I? Would I now, having looked at it and looked at the implications of what I would do, what decision would I now make? And if I should not, then I would not.
No.
Right? And now this may sound as though it takes long to process while you are under stress and so on. But really, after a while, it becomes an automatic response when you look at some of the things. So I've seen some men made some decisions that they regret, And had they asked themselves those three things, which really I've heard from Jim Rohn, it's not a creation of mine. Jim Rohn is a motivational speaker, was a motivational speaker. When we ask ourselves those questions, we change the results in our life. Because every decision we make is going to take our lives down a particular path. So we take the credit for the decisions we make, and we take the blame for the bad decisions that we make.
Definitely. What would you think, though, because we've seen rampant cases where young men in general, had made bad decisions. What do you think is the great divide between them making that good decision? You know, what is missing from their lives that, you know, so often in the news we see the outcome of bad decisions made specifically by men?
Well, sometimes the delay in the consequences gives us the impression that we can afford to go ahead and do it. It's like an eating lifestyle. You eat bad and you tell yourself, well, you know, nothing is really happening to me. I'm not putting on weight. My blood pressure is not changing and so on. But then it happens down the road. If a young man breaks into a home and there's a high chance he's not going to be caught, there's a great ratio or probability that he's going to break in again. And so one of the things is when there is a delay in the consequences, sometimes allow a person to continue making some bad decisions.
Because they think they
And
can get
that's
away with
when
it.
we need to help people to, instead of waiting for the crisis, because some people allow their lives to be decided based upon the crisis that they are in. So don't wait on crisis. Think ahead. Sort of have a foreknowledge and foresee things as you go along your life.
And prevention is better than cure, and definitely men should reach out to the Be Men group, which is your men support group. And I want to thank you for being with us this morning and sharing this information.
That's right, and they can always call me at 480-0080 in order to join this group so that we can form a bond with men and to develop men.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Michael Stewart, founder of the Be Men group. Be Men group is a men support group. Reach out to them on the number he just gave. For now, we're going to take a short break and come right back. Stay with us.